So in 15 months, like no business at all to two businesses, seven income streams, seven figures, all organically. So I did it with no website, no funnels or automation, no email campaigns or marketing, zero paid ads, $0 in marketing. It was all word of mouth organic.
Welcome to another episode of The Michael Maloney Show, where we take you on a journey around the world, exploring the stories of successful individuals and learning from their achievements and struggles. Join us as we delve into the why and how behind their accomplishments and discover how to live a more fulfilling life.
How you been? What do you got going on right now? What have you been working on?
A lot's been going on. A couple of things. First of all, I don't know. Let me just be clear from, I guess, a while back. Recently, I finally surpassed the seven-figure mark. I was trying to get there for a while in business, and 15 months. So in 15 months,
Wow.
like no business at all to two businesses, seven income streams, seven figures, all organically. So I did it with no website, no funnels or automation, no email campaigns or marketing, zero paid ads, $0 in marketing. It was all word of mouth organic. So that's kind of like the biggest thing that's happened very recently. It happened like 2 weeks ago. So I'm excited.
Good for you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Hell yeah, man. Dude, that's amazing. Everybody, Jose Escobar, right? That's how I said that right.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah.
I always get confused with the J, but yeah, man. What a pleasure to meet you. I guess I actually met you for the first time in person back in, I think it was DC was the first time we met at JR's event. And yeah, at that point I met you, learned that you run it's Connected Leaders Academy, is that right?
That's correct. Yep.
So Connected Leaders Academy. Can you tell us a bit about that? And for everyone watching, this is what he's talking about with the business that he's started and that he's grown crazily quick. It's basically a personal development, like a membership community. Is that right?
Yeah. So the Connected Leaders. So I have two companies. I have the Entrepreneur's Bookshelf, which is my coaching, author, and speaker leg. Right. So I have a couple different high ticket coaching programs. My flagship one is the morning evening routine mastery program. Teach people all about productivity and just really maximizing your day on the bookends of your day is what I call it. And then I have
On the what ends of your day?
the bookends, right?
The bookends.
Yeah, how you start your day, how you end your day. And then in addition to that, I decided to become an author, right? So I'm looking for it. Here it is. So I wrote this book called Winning the Day, An Entrepreneur's Guide to Morning Evening Routine Mastery. That took off. And then I wrote a planner after that, a journal planner type of thing called the 90-Day Battle Plan. And then I co-authored 6 other books last year. So I went from not being an author, 8-time published author. And that's pretty cool. And
talk
then
about massive action, 10X, brother. Are you like a Grant Cardone junkie?
As you can see here, yes, I am. I have 10X tattooed on my wrist. So
yeah, I love it, man.
You're
living it.
Yeah, so awesome. that logical step led me to being a coach. I mean, a speaker. So I've been speaking all over the country for the last 15 months, and that's the Entrepreneur's Bookshelf. The Connected Leaders Academy, to answer your question, is a organization that I started. It's a community membership type program, subscription based model, where I bring entrepreneurs globally together to network, to scale their influence, to make more money, to get more leads, to grow their network in their circle, get on more podcasts and shows, more opportunities, you name it, speaking gigs. And we've grown in 15 months to over 300 members, 40 states across the U.S. and 17 international countries. So I'm excited.
Insane, man. There's so much power in getting together with other people and collaborating and sharing knowledge and holding each other accountable and having events, like you said, where you get together and speak. I too am starting a company called Growth Group, and it's very similar to what you're doing, and I'm sure you'll be interested. I was telling myself yesterday, I'm like, I bet you after the call with Jose tomorrow, I guarantee I'm going to be in Connected Leaders Academy, because I I guess we haven't had the chance to connect. And I think the first time we were going to connect, we were going to do a virtual coffee. And I think that's the reason why we were going to connect. Is somebody that I knew outside of how you and I met said, "Hey, you should check this thing out." And then we got sidetracked, or you know how life goes, and it never happened. So I'm excited to dabble more. Do you have a way for people to like learn more about it, or like if somebody's interested in joining, how should they reach out? Like, do they call you directly, or what's the best
Yeah.
way?
So the Connect Leaders Academy, I protect the culture of our tribe very closely, right? I like to call it the CLA tribe, right? So there
Love it.
is no link that somebody could go to sign up, right? I am the link. So every
Yeah,
single member that we have, and I've turned down well over 50 because they just weren't a good fit, right?
sure.
Because
That's smart.
the requirements of what we're looking for is you have to be an entrepreneur. Number one, you have to have a business, established business. Number two, you have to have an expertise in what you do with a success track record already. And number
Mm.
three, your ego has to fit through a door, right? So most of the people who didn't get into the CLA were ego problems, right? So
I
it
can
is.
see that.
But yeah, so anybody who's interested in learning more about the Connected Leaders Academy on a very exploratory level, just to see if it's a win-win opportunity, if we have chemistry, if it makes sense, you guys can bring value to us, we can add value to you. Then all you do is set up a virtual coffee with me. Basically, just send me a DM and say, "Hey, I'm interested in learning more." We'll jump on
Awesome.
Zoom and chat about it. Pretty simple.
Cool. So just look up Jose Escobar on Facebook.
Yep.
Yeah, if you need help finding him, send me a link or a message. But yeah, easy to find. Very popular guy online. It's amazing when you start to go to these different events where you meet speakers in different groups. You start to realize how connected everybody is. Have you
Yep.
realized that?
Absolutely. There's a lot of people that cross pollinate in different groups, and we
Yeah,
see a lot of that happening.
like
So
Ken Rochin.
what's that?
That guy's a networking butterfly. Ken, is
Oh
that, am I
yeah,
saying his last name right? Rochin?
Ken Rashan,
Roshan.
Dr. Smiley. Yeah.
Yeah, he's the man.
Yeah, he's awesome. He's in the Connected Leaders Academy as well. I know he's in BLN, and he's been to a number of. We've been to a number of events together. We've spoken on stages together, and he's just an
Sure.
awesome guy. Yeah, I love him.
Heck yeah. So, what got you into, the morning routine and being so dedicated to helping other people learn it?
So for the longest time, so first of all, I'm married. I live in Maryland. I'm happily married.
Awesome.
I have 5 kids. I have a 16-year-old boy, a 10-month-old boy, and 3 girls in the middle, 6'4", 2. And so it's
What a
never,
blessing.
yeah, never a dull moment here. I was born in D.C., Washington, D.C., raised in Maryland all my life. And for the longest time, in high school and then into college, I was like a knucklehead. I was always getting into trouble and just lost my way at some point. But I was raised the right way. I have awesome parents. I've been married 50 years. They gave us all the right tools. I just kind of was the black sheep. They like to kind of do the risk things, right?
Trust
Uh,
me, I'm with you, man. I think it's just we just have a lot of energy, is what it comes down to. It's like, what do we do? Where do we go?
Maybe, but I think
Maybe.
that attributes to a lot of my success is the fact that that's
Yeah.
just my nature, right?
Yeah.
I'm a risk taker and I do kind of the out of the box type stuff. So
Yeah.
anyway, with that being said, I realized for the longest time I was like treading water indefinitely and not getting ahead, and I was working real hard but not real smart.
Mm.
And I knew that something that always intrigued me was reading books. So I don't know if this is on camera or not, but I'm surrounded by books. I have a personal home library in my office of
Yep.
like 1,000 plus books. And I read about a book a week. For every book I read, I buy five. And I'm just, some of the topics I love reading about has always been about productivity, morning routine type stuff. People like
Sure.
Robin Sharma, Hal Elrod, all that kind of stuff. So that intrigued me. I learned a lot about it for like 5 plus years, but I realized I was learning, but never applying anything. So and not until I started applying in 2019, I started applying the principles of morning routine and evening routine, which many people don't talk about the evening routine, which is connected to the morning, which is, important.
100%. Yeah.
That kind of allowed me in 2019 to change my life in 1 year. So separate from the financial, I more than doubled my income that year. I got a raise at a day job. I launched a social media marketing company back then. That same year, I lost 38 pounds. I became a better father, a better husband. My spiritual life went to an
Mm.
all-time high. I mean,
Yeah.
really, I started reading a book a week. My whole life changed in 10 life domains. And when I did that for myself, Michael, I said, you know what? I know there are many people out there that I can help, that I can teach to learn my systems, and that's what led me to write the book.
Amen. Before we continue, I'd like to take a moment to share something I'm passionate about with you. If you're someone who is constantly striving for personal growth and loves surrounding yourself with other motivated individuals, you're going to want to hear about this. Check out growthgroupinc.com. This is an exclusive community made up of high achievers and dynamic entrepreneurs just like you. It's a space where like-minded individuals come together, collaborate, and support each other on their own journey to success. Growth Group is more than just a community, it's a collective mindset, a commitment to getting better every single day. We believe in the power of connection, collaboration, and constant growth, and we're confident that being part of this community will give you an unparalleled advantage on your path to success. So take a moment, visit growthgroupincorporated.com, and join us as we elevate our lives together. Trust me, this is one investment in your future you will not regret. Now, let's get back to our conversation. See, and that's the most powerful kind of leadership, is somebody who's went through it and learned it and then can use that to teach other people, right?
Right.
Like what they've learned. And that's why we're here talking today. I mean, that's truly the same thing. I mean, I learned a lot of crazy crap through starting my business, just about getting overwhelmed and stuff. And I'm like, how many business owners are out there that are just so successful financially and they've done so much, but they're just so unhappy because they're looking at life the wrong way. Just like what you're saying here. I mean, think about how many people, and I'm guilty of it. I think most people are guilty of it. Taking in knowledge, reading books, trying to grow, but then not applying it. It's interesting. I don't know if anybody else ever does this, but every once in a while I'll grab a water bottle, like as I'm leaving the house, and I'll take it with me. I'll get in as I'm leaving driving, and I won't even open the water bottle, and I'll be like getting into my truck another time. I'm like, there's a full water bottle right there. It's like my intent was to drink the water, but I didn't have the exercise in place or the habit to make myself actually drink the water. It's just kind of interesting. It's similar to like reading a book and not using it, but actually when you start to use it, it really brings good, just great reaps to your life, which is great to see. And that's awesome that you're taking what you've learned and using that to launch other people. So like, what are some of the instances, like where you've seen it in people's lives, like you've changed their lives? I mean, I know you speak a lot, so I'm sure you've had people come up and tell you like, well, your morning routines helped, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, so I have a program. It's a 10K program for 8 weeks, and I teach people all about morning. It's called the Morning and Evening Routine Mastery Program. So I teach
Okay.
people all the moving parts. There's like 35 different things that I teach. What is it? Why is it important? And how do I do it? Right? On like, reading, affirmations, visualization, commonplacing, journaling, fitness, nutrition. I mean, the list goes on, all kinds of things. So I go into all of those moving parts. And then the whole goal is at the end of 8 weeks, all of my clients walk out with their own customized morning and evening routine system. Right? And
Awesome.
that has changed many people's lives. I've heard it time and again how, a couple of people launched businesses after 8 weeks, didn't have a business before. Certain people lost a lot of weight. Certain people fixed
Wow.
relationships. All kinds of great things happened, and it's continuing to happen. I'm always sharing, and a lot of people that have bought my book. This actually launched in January of this year, and I pre-sold like 520 something copies before it even hit the market, right? And now it's selling like hotcakes. And this book alone, even if somebody never did the program with me and just read this book, there's so many tools and tips and strategies and systems in here that somebody can walk away and in a very short period of time see tremendous growth. So I'm definitely
Wow.
impacting lives, and it makes me feel great to know that.
Because that's the great thing about it is you're fulfilled because you're contributing to other people. That's my main driver, right? Is that book available on Amazon?
It is.
Winning the Day.
Yeah, it's called Winning the Day. That's the name of the book. But I recommend people go to my website. I have a website for it. It's called winningthedaybook.com.
Okay.
So add the word book at the end, winningthedaybook.com. And if you go there, you can pay less than you would buy it on Amazon, number
There
one.
you go.
And number two is you also get a signed personalized copy where I'll sign it and I'll put a nice little message for you, and anybody can get it there, and I ship it directly myself. So
Awesome. Okay, cool. All right. So without giving away the whole book, we don't want to, cause somebody to not have to read it. But what are some just generalized tips for people who feel like maybe their mornings or their evenings are out of control?
So small, simple steps. That's one thing that Jim Quick talks about in Limitless. James Clear references that in Atomic Habits.
Mm,
It's the importance of starting small and sustainable, because so many people say, I'm all in and I'm going to wake up at 5 a.m. starting tomorrow, when they've been waking up at like 8, right? And the reality is, as quickly as you go all in, you're just as quickly going to go all out.
uh,
Because people
yeah.
people don't have that willpower and the discipline and the stickability and commitment and follow through and consistency that we all
Mm,
need. The muscle that has to be strengthened over time, just like your mindset and your intellect with books and all these different things you're learning, and your physical body. You got to work out every day, little by little,
yeah,
to get that strength. Same
totally.
thing, discipline and willpower. You got to work it out. So before you go heavy, I always tell people, start with 3 basic things in the morning and 3 basic things at night. Do start with 15 minutes or 20 minutes in the morning, and start with 15 or 20 minutes at night, and just have the bookends in place, a system, a foundation. And you can read for 5 minutes, just to start basic. Read 5 minutes, which is probably like somewhere between 3 to 5 pages a night or a morning. And then at night you read again, so you're reading about a chapter a day roughly, right? So if you're doing that, and then in addition to that, if you're a person of faith like myself, then you pray for five
Yeah,
minutes. You have prayer in the morning, you have prayer in the evening. And then you can do something as simple as affirmations or visualization, or you can do some journaling, different things like that. And it's amazing how so many people don't tap into the lowest hanging fruit. And the lowest
mm,
hanging fruit is something as simple and free as affirmations, right? Some of these things right here. I am courageous, fearless, and confident to take on any challenge. I am a child of God with seeds of greatness within me. I am a millionaire. I am a leader, not a follower. I am honest and trustworthy. I'm a first-class, confident speaker. So I have so many different things that I say to myself, and I brainwash myself on the front and the back end of my day,
yeah,
because the reality is we're never going to behave out of alignment with how we see ourselves. And what we do is we behave based on what we say and what we believe about ourselves, and we
sure.
have to do that. So there's a lot of things that I recommend, but start basic, start small, and grow it over time is what I'd say.
Love it. Love it. I love how it's like a catch-all, morning and night. It's just a place to kind of fall into your place, figure out where you're at, figure out what you learned, learn. Yeah, it's just a great time. Like you said, a lot of people just go home, go to bed, fall asleep, wake up the next day, and they never take that time to like think about how they're doing. Um, what is the guy's name? I'm drawing a blank right now, but there's a gentleman on Spotify. It's Brandon something. Brandon Bouchard. He
Yep.
he believes in checking yourself every single day. So he has like a list of like 100 things that he grades himself in every night. Like how well did I do it? Like getting out of bed this morning. Like how excited was I about my task? Like what did I bring positive energy to my teams? Like there's a lot of value in checking in on yourself every single day. Um, so yeah, no, that's awesome. If there, let's see. So, what was the website for the book again? I just want to make sure everybody knows where to get your stuff, Jose.
Yeah, it's www.winningthedaybook.com. So WINNING. So winningthedaybook.com.
Okay, awesome. So there's the website for the book, and if you're interested in the Connectors Leaders Academy, you can reach Jose Escobar at Jose Escobar on Facebook. Like I said, if for some reason you can't find him, just send me a message, and I'll make sure to send him a link, and just get you guys linked together. Thanks a lot for coming on today, Jose. Do you have anything else? I always like to leave it open at the end just for any last comments.
Yeah, so if anybody's out there, my encouragement to you is very simple. I like to encourage people. I like to support people. I love to see people win. I'm all about impact, right? Because if I can create massive impact in the world and make my own dent, I know I'll get paid and make the money by default, right? So I'm impact driven
Yep.
more than driven. And that's led to a lot of my success because I genuinely look to serve people and help people, right? So my encouragement to anybody out there that's listening is, wherever you are, and this is a tough statement, wherever you are right now in your business life or professional life, you are there because you choose to be there. Now,
Mm,
it could be a good thing or it could be a negative thing. At the end of your own arm, roll your sleeves up. Go out there and create the life that you want. You are in charge of your work ethic. You are in charge of your follow through. You are in charge of your ability to develop mental toughness and a high EQ, emotional quotient, which eats IQ easily for lunch every single day. So make sure that you are a go-getter. Go out there and take massive action, create impact, do what you need to do today. And I assure you, your best life is very, very within reach. And you can do that starting today, not tomorrow. Forget about the past. Don't worry about long term into the future. Focus on day to day wins. And that's why I wrote the book, Winning the Day, because you
Mm.
win one day at a time, and that's
One
it.
day at a time. I mean, Jose, you're living proof of it. Look what you just did. You said, was it 15 months you made $1 million business?
Correct.
Yeah, that's fantastic, man. And just that you're out there sharing. I love your energy. Just grateful to have you as a friend, and I'm excited to see you again at more events. If anybody's interested, please do reach out. Definitely get his book, Winning the Day, winningthedaybook.com. Once again, you can reach him on Facebook. But yeah, thanks for coming on today, and we'll definitely have to have you on again sometime soon. Appreciate it, man.
Thanks so much, Michael.
That was another episode of The Michael Maloney Show. Thanks for listening. Have a great day.